Welcome to Rig Electrician YouTube channel. My name is Krishnaron. Today's video will be talking about PLCs. At present, we have one Siemens S7-1200 controller. So today I'll be explaining a little bit about the PLCs and the features in the PLCs. So this is a very small controller. It's a very economical controller from Siemens and a very powerful controller. Let's say if we go here, we can understand what we have in this. So this is from Siemens and Simatic S7-1200 is the model actually. Then you have a CPU specific model numbers and a part number. So in most of my project I'm using this controller, or all of my project I'm using this controller. This is 1214C DC. There are several different type of controller you can see in the market from Siemens in this size and this model, but I pick all the time this controller, and this is my standard controller. And this part number, so whenever you get your new PLC, you need to look these things. So first your CPU type, then the model number, then the part number. So if okay, then we have the electrical characteristics of this module. You need a 24 volt DC 1.5 ampere power supply for this controller. Then you have 14 digital input 24 volt DC 6 milliamps per I think per point probably. Then we have 10 24 volt DC 0.5 ampere digital output and 2 analog input 10 bit 0 to 10 volt DC. Okay, this is the front of your controller. Then you can see here all your connections and here. So if you come here, you can see here you have digital input A and B. So digital input, so in first you have 8 digital input 0 to 7, and second you have 0 to 5, that's 6 digital input, that is totally 14. Then you have digital output from 0 to 7, that is 8 plus 2 10 digital output. So here it says 14 digital input 10 digital output. Then you have 2 analog input. This 2 analog input is here, so you can see, yeah, that's where you have this 2 analog input 0 to 10 volt DC. All your connections are coming here, and we'll be talking later, or we'll be making a video how to make the connection to this controller and power up. So in this video we'll be just explaining how it looks like and what kind of the features you have inside. Here you have, this is your power input 24 volt DC. Then you have a 24 volt DC output which you can use for devices like encoder and so on. Then your digital inputs and your analog inputs. On the other side you have, in another side you have 10 digital output, so you have to give a 24 volt, then it will be activating your outputs. Then you have a network connection here where you can connect your network cable and programming, communicate with different devices and so on. And then here you have an optional module where you can add one analog input or digital output. A set of module you can get here for to increase or to extend the capacity of inputs and outputs. That I'll be talking later. I have some cards to install here. Then here is coming your memory card. So if you want to protect your program, or if you want to keep your program in a memory card, you can if you want to have a memory card program, then you can put here, and you can run the program actually from the memory card. That's it about the PLC. So okay, then here you have an option. If you want, you can extend more modules. That depends on your project: digital input, digital output, analog input, analog output, and so on. So that is something like an extension. On your right side, sorry, let me put that back. Okay. On your left side, this is a specific port which we use for adding communication module. So when you look on your left side, you will be seeing communication extension modules, and here you will be seeing your digital input or analog input and output modules basically on the other side. That's what all about the controller. Most of our video will be using this controller, then we'll be learning how to program this controller. Okay, that's all about today's video. Thanks for watching the channel. Please subscribe and wait for my new videos.